Malcolm Turnbull has teamed up with the man whose name has long been associated with Labor's education policy. David Gonski joined the Prime Minister in announcing a new decade-long schools funding package worth more than $240 billion.
Malcolm Turnbull not only gives a Gonski, he now has one of his own.
Gonski 2.0.
The architect of Labor's school funding model will reshape it for Mr Turnbull, his longtime friend, and report by December on how more money can be better spent.
It's fantastic, taking people, classes as a whole, or individuals to new heights.
Reforms, Mr Turnbull says, that will finally deliver on Mr Gonski's 2011 recommendations, built around needs-based funding and a school resource standard.
The time has come to bring the school funding wars to an end.
The government is promising to increase funding by 75% over a decade, an extra $18.6 billion, totalling $242 billion, with funding increases for 9,000 schools and 350 facing cuts. Although Education Minister Simon Birmingham calls it
some negative growth.
Let's not be fooled by this window dressing. This is a cut to education funding.
It's a surprise political play, appropriating the Gonski name to diffuse Labor's attack. But now the government has to win over the states and the parliament.
All I can say is tell them they're dreaming.
No cuts, no fees.
Uni students and vice-chancellors are already protesting the higher education reforms announced last night, increasing course fees by up to $3,600, lowering the income threshold for HECS repayments from $55,000 to $42,000 and cutting uni's funding to save almost $3 billion over 4 years.
We have to try and make our ends meet. As much as people hate to say, we've got to try and make sure the budget balances.
How can Malcolm Turnbull be an innovation Prime Minister when he won't be an education Prime Minister?
Mr Turnbull says he will, and this is how.
We will get Australian students back to the top of the class.
And hope voters will now give a Gonski about him. Mark Riley, 7 News.